Hello everyone, how's it going? Hope you're doing very well indeed. This is myself, Matty Tomato. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Welcome back to Transport Fever. This is our second episode here of our gameplay with sort of French theme. We've got French themed towns, we've got a French style map, so to speak. And we've got some French trains and French buses and things like that that we will slowly implement. We've also got some... The fuck? Oh, I've got it on pause. I thought there was a mistake. I thought there was an error and the train wasn't moving or something like that. I bloody paused it at the end of the last episode. Oh my god, you absolute doofus. Right. So, we set up some bus networks. We set up one in Trevoux and one in Abels. We have some passengers already in Abels, which is really nice. And we've just got a train going between Trevoux and Bompas. We'll get a bus network over there as well in due course. The Airbus A320 is now available. But firstly, we're going to get a train running between Abels and Trevoux, so we need to set up a line. Not too keen on this green, but it'll do. So we'll go from Trevoux to Abels. There we go, lovely. Again, it's quite short, so I think we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to build an identical train that we've got for Trevoux Bompas, which it's just a fairly cheap start. Won't cost too much in maintenance, but we'll upgrade it as we go along. So as it starts making money, as the line gets busier, we'll upgrade it as we go along. There's no need to buy this one here. It's a bit more expensive, can take an extra passenger, can go a lot faster, but we've only got a train, so the locomotive can only do 75 anyway. So there's no real point in getting something that is more expensive. So we'll chuck a couple of those on there, and we'll run that between Trevoux and Abels. And hopefully that will generate some interconnecting traffic as well. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll have buses running around in the three towns, and then we'll have interconnecting traffic between the buses and the trains, and then potentially between the trains themselves. If people from Bompas want to go to Abels, they will come down here to Trevoux, they will change, and subsequently go to Abels. So we could eliminate the long journey by building something here in between the two towns, but then that would sort of defeat the idea of why I've got that. In the future, though, we could probably do that, because there will be enough traffic going to other towns that it really isn't going to matter. There's not going to be that much of an issue with running something between these two areas, because there'll be enough traffic moving around on our trains anyway, that actually running something like a tram across here, or buses even, or something like that, could be a really, really good way of making some money, because there might be quite a lot of traffic moving between these two places. So let's see how we go. Right, so we need to set up a bus in Bompas. I think ultimately that's going to be quite interesting. I think I might just start running it around this area here though to start with, but then ultimately we'll expand the route. I was going to do line manager, and then remembered I haven't actually built the bloody bus stops or anything yet. So road depot. Chuck it here, actually. That'll do. And then we need, obviously, to build the bus stops as well. So the train station is on the corner here. So once again, same thing. Try and run it like that if we can. Unload and onload. Right, we'll then put a bus stop over there. Bus stop over there. And a bus stop there, which will hopefully... Yeah, it does reach down to here. But eventually we will expand that. There's no doubt about that we're going to need to expand that. So new line. This is going to be Bompas. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Pont Royal is going to be offload only. How is that called Royal Bridge? I mean, we've already got Royal Bridge over here, but there's no bridge here. How can you call that Pont Royal? I don't know. And we need to buy a bus. Okay, so what we will do in the future as well is when we get to unlock those French buses, we will upgrade these. These buses will be about 20 years old by that point anyway, so it'd be worth upgrading them. So we'll do that anyway. Cool. Okay, and we'll just have a bus running around there as well. We'll see what we can do. Okay, fantastic. There was actually somebody waiting there. There's actually 3 people on board this train already, which is nice. Yeah, so there's people actually waiting now for this train. So we have generated some traffic here. Yeah, there's people waiting there as well. So how are we doing in terms of passengers here? So yeah, I think at the moment it is just commuter traffic. It is people that are moving around within ABOS. But as this train becomes, you know, more of a viable option, and people start going, hey, look, there's a train to a bigger city, then people will start using it to go to the train station as well. So they will complement each other. And subsequently, people who arrive in ABOS will come off here, and then they will walk over to this bus stop and then want to use the bus to move around. So that's the hope, anyway. Cool. Right, so the bus itself has a couple of people on board. Okay, excellent. There's 7 people waiting over here. So actually, this is quite a busy bus stop. But again, this is residential over here. So I think if this is people that want to go over to these industries, they're just coming over here. And then hopefully what will happen is more and more people will start going to the train station. Cool. So now we got that set up. Part of me kind of wants to get this industry going here. I'm really interested in getting this industry going and delivering some fuel over to Trevoux over this way. So the alternative thing we could do is we could do oil up to here and then bring the fuel back down to Donge and then have over here. So that's an alternative. So we could have 2 stations next to each other, one for industry and one for passenger traffic. Actually, that's not the worst idea in the world, because that would mean that the fuel that is produced here... So if we had it going to Trevoux, the fuel going from here would go to Trevoux, and then we'd have an empty train running all the way down here. Whereas if we did oil up to here and then fuel down here, we'd only have an empty train coming to here. The issue, though, that I can see is the fact that this is very hilly. Now, there is a flat bit around here, but it means that it won't be very fast. Decisions. I think I am going to go and have it run down to Donge. We'll start by putting in the passenger train here. So, put the passenger one in there. And then we're going to put the freight one in next to it. A little bit further up, actually. There we go. Now, the advantage with doing that... Oh, it only covers that amount. Crap. Okay. Okay, I think what we're going to do instead, then, is we're going to bulldoze that. And I'm instead going to have a freight train. Yeah, this is better. Press the wrong button there. That covers just about all of the industries. Okay. And then the passenger one is going to be over here. And that will justify a bus as well, running around here. So I'll connect that up, run a bus around this way. Okay, we will not build the passenger one just yet, though. So what eventually... oh, yeah, we've also got the luminous signals there as well, which is also in the French pack. Right, so I'll start by just drawing this out here. So hopefully that won't get built on, you know, so that will be okay over there. I think I should build the stations first, shouldn't I? So freight station, we may end up upgrading this to 2 tracks. But, I don't know, let's see. To be pretty honest, I would prefer... Oh, it's going to be a tight turn to get around here. It's not going to be the most ideal thing, this. And then that's going to run over here. So I'll need a terminus station over this way. Something like that will do. Right, so let's connect this up. Yikes. So it's not going to be very fast because, yeah, that's a little bit annoying, that, but not a lot we can do about that. Okay, and then I think we need to cut across. Ooh, wow. 400 against 200. Okay, so actually, I think I'm going to make a fairly tight turn there, and then drag it across the flatter terrain. 174 is okay. But then I've kind of ballsed up here because run it the wrong side. Crap! It does need to go this way. But not that far. Okay, so let's drag this down here for a bit. Bulldoze all of this. Run this straight through here like that. So this first bit's really easy. We'll actually, you know what, we'll level crossing that. That doesn't matter. Not a lot of traffic is going to use that anyway. In fact, almost no traffic is going to use that. And then it's 1 million, which is very expensive. It's 1.5 million. Is there any way we can try? Yeah, we can do this a lot cheaper. Right, so although it might be a tighter turn coming into here, we did it a hell of a lot cheaper. Wowzer. Okay, fantastic. So we've got that set up now. And that will subsequently haul fuel down to here. Train depot. Where to put the train depot? Probably on this corner, actually. That'll do. Chances are there's only ever going to be one train operating on this track here, because eventually we'll get a fast train that does it, and the distance isn't that huge, so I think it will be okay. There we go. Right, so we want to set up a route, and considering this is oil, I think we're going to go with like a darker colour here. So we want to start from this one, Donge North, to Trevoux East, down to here, down to Donge Exchange. And this is going to be Donge Fuels Limited. Dogs. Donge. There we go. Okay, now we need to purchase a train. Now, this is going to be the difficult bit, because we need... This thing is probably not going to be sufficient. Yeah, the problem is we don't have the cash. That doesn't have any power at all. 2,500. Yeah, this one's quite good. Yeah. Right, so we need 6. It goes up to 87 as well. It's a little bit quicker. 6 million for that. And then it's 1 million for crude oil. So we'll get 3. So we need about 9 million. 9.4 million is what we need to establish that. Okay. Fair enough. We'll hold out here for a little bit. Now, I'm looking at this. Wowzer. There is a lot of people waiting there. So this has actually accelerated a lot faster than I thought it would. So we're going to start by introducing another bus onto this route here in Trevoux. As expected, we kind of thought we'd need to do that, but I thought we wouldn't have to do it quite so early. So we'll introduce another bus. So obviously this one is pretty busy, so it's going to come around here and pick up a fair few people. And it's because we've got interconnecting trains. So there's 2 trains coming in here, dumping passengers off, and some of them are coming into Trevoux, and they're obviously want to go out and about in Trevoux. So yeah, there's quite a lot of people. There's also a hell of a lot of people waiting for the Trevoux Bompass train, which is the one that's just arrived, which has a capacity of 42. So we're getting close to capacity on that train already. What about this one? Yeah, so Avals that's got 23 people on. There's 20 people waiting there. So yeah, we're about halfway with this one as well, which is quite interesting. Now, one thing I would like to do is to get the little TER SNCF trains running up and down here, which have a capacity of 58 passengers. And we could get, if we needed to, we could get 2 of them running up here. But they're quite light, so they're quite fast. So they will rocket up and down here fairly quick, especially where these are fairly short routes. So I think that will be okay. So we obviously got a lot of people waiting here. A lot of people would have just been dumped off. So here, there's a pile of people just coming out of the station here. So I think they're all going to cross here, yet they're all coming over to this bus stop. So there's absolutely loads of people. There's a bus coming around now. So that will offload everything. We'll pick up 25 people, but then there's still going to be a load of people waiting here. There's at least going to be 10 people waiting here by the time the bus leaves. There we go. So that's where obviously we need another bus. So this one's going to be coming around. Okay. So this is working. This is working as I wanted it to, but it's happened a lot faster than I thought it would. So this bus over here, how are we doing? There's nobody on that. The train has just arrived, though, and a lot of people have just turned up. Yeah, so now there's a big pile of people here. That train has just dumped off a whole load of people. I also forgot to high-speed these. I keep forgetting to set the thing to high speed. It will just make things easier in the future for faster trains. Okay, so looking at this, then there are 19 people waiting here, but there's 12 people waiting here, and not all of them are going to be able to get on either. So I think very soon we're going to need another bus here in Bompass, because this is now a full bus. It did manage to just about pick everybody up there. 23, yeah. So it's at capacity essentially. Is what's going on over there. What about Abos? There is currently 27 people waiting here. This bus is full. It was not able to pick everybody up. And this is a really short route as well. But this has been... right, hang on a minute. So this has grown a bit here. I think this route is now a little bit outdated already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the bus around the back here instead. So let's grab a bus stop. So it will leave here, and I'm going to instead put the bus stop over there. Actually, no, I'm not going to put it there. Destroy that bus stop. Right. I'm instead going to put 2 stops in here. So let's go 1 there and 1 over there. So I'm going to introduce an extra stop. And subsequently, I'm going to bulldoze that one. We then need to grab... where's the line manager? So, Abos over here. So, we... So, we start at Pont Royal. We then go to here. That way. Then there. Then we offload here, and then Pont Royal is an offload only stop. So my hope is that by the time we've just done our little turn, so all these people have walked away because they've realised that, oh crap, we don't have a bus route. They will all come back shortly. There we go. They've all just come back again because they've realised that there is now a route. So yeah, it's just going to do a funky turnaround over here, and then pull in this way, and then go up that way. So it's a little bit of an odd setup. If anything, it would be better if that bus stop was over there, and then I would just be able to delete this. But where the train station is, that's a bit of a walk to go over that way. I don't want to do that. Good. Okay, and now there are a fair number of people, and now that the route is longer, I think we can possibly justify running another bus here soon. So it's going to go across there. Yeah, we're going to need another one soon, because there's going to be too many people trying to get on soon. 16 people still on board, so Okay, we'll monitor that. We'll see how that goes. Right, there's 8 people still there. That's because the train is full. Yikes. So it left people behind because the train is full. That's full as well. Wow. A lot faster than I thought. Jeepers. So the cheap solution, which is only a very temporary solution, is to add cars, add coaches to these 2 trains. The better solution would be to upgrade to a naturally bigger train. And subsequently upgrade to a faster train as well. See, the train I ultimately want to run along here is not currently available, which is the TER SNCF. It's not currently available. So the easiest solution here really is to add an extra coach to these 2 trains. Yeah, because at the moment their money-making potential is limited. Every single unit, every single item of transport is making money for us right now, which is really, really good to see. Now, of course, that means it does delay the introduction of the oil transport over here. Yeah, see, not actually quite full leaving Trevoux, but it is full leaving Bompas. And it's very close to being full here. Yeah, so it's not quite desperate just yet. See, only 40 people that time. But it also hinges on the idea that the bus is going to dump people off here as well. So when this bus arrives, there's going to be 25 people here. Yeah, see, that's the thing as well to bear in mind. So on that particular trip, it was fine. But there's going to be an extra 25 people at this stop by the time that train comes back, in addition to the 40 that it just picked up. Which is why I think it abandons, it leaves people behind. Yeah, here we go. So it's 52. Because, well, I don't know, I say that, the bus is over there. So I think we do need to introduce another coach to certainly this train, and probably subsequently the other one as well. And it's a short-term fix to improve capacity. Right, so we'll do it the cheap way here. So we'll wait till it dumps off all its people. And then we send to depot. It has to wait for a free path here, though, because obviously the other train is coming down here. So subsequently, then, because it's this track, we should put a signal in over here. So then at least the train can wait there. Yeah, so there we go. The train can now move up a little bit beforehand. If anything, it might be easier to just drop a track alongside and sort that out. But no, we'll head back to the depot here. Yeah, there's loads of people waiting. That will dwindle in a minute. I'm going to do the same with this other one as well. So dump everybody off. Turn to depot. Okay, right. So I'll put in a pause here because obviously we've got this one in here. So let's increase the capacity. I think we'll just go with 1. I think that's going to be okay for now. Because ultimately, I do want to run a bigger train on this route. And yeah, well, so this train theoretically should wait here. Yep, there we go. So this train is now going to shift down this way. And that will happen. Okay, so Abels has got 44 people there. So they will comfortably fit on this train here. Although I say that, well, there's a bus coming around here. So we've got 2 buses on this route, and there's still shitloads of people. We almost need a third one. Holy hell. Right, so that train is now going to go and move in over there. And this one should pick up loads and loads of people here. Okay, 2 extra people compared to its original capacity. But that's okay. Right, and we'll do the same thing here. We'll just purchase another carriage. And we'll put that on the bomb pass route, so that can come down here and pick up 32 people at the minimum over this way. But there'll be lots of people waiting over here by the time it gets back. So, good. So it's a short-term fix to sort out that capacity, but long-term we're going to want a bigger train on that route. But that's it for now, so cheers for watching, guys. This has been myself, Matty Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series. Join me next time for more Transport Fever and our French-themed gameplay here. See you later.